Being able to manage behavior is only one essential part of managing the classroom. There are several other things that need managing, such as friendships, relationships, ways of working, resources, learning conversations, pace, instructions, amongst others. To run a tight, effective, safe, and successful ship, the teacher, as the captain or the pilot, needs to lead the learning team and manage the eventualities in order to have a triumphant voyage. When hosting learning conversations or giving instructions and modeling, it is important that everyone is actively listening. Upsat is something no teacher should compromise on. Only one person should have the floor at any given time in these intricate exchange of ideas and information. Some teachers continue talking over the mutterings, or elevate their voice, or shout to convey what they need to say. The reality is that if one person is talking whilst another is, not only is it disrespectful, it conveys the message that what is being said is not important. If the conversation is important, then everyone needs to be actively listening. Pause when students are talking or muttering. Thank and show appreciation to those doing as expected. Remind others what you are expecting. Ask the defiant ones to be thoughtful and address their defiance where it persists. Make the decision as to how the learning activities are to be completed, and this will help with the effective flow of the lesson. Decide whether the work is to be done individually, in pairs, or large groups. And if so, this needs to be planned in efficiently to manage according to the dynamics of the groups. Use variety and blend activity well to achieve a careful balance of conversation and work commitment. All the talk that happens in the pairs or groups should be about the learning activities and nothing else. It is important to have a keen ear and be observant to ensure that this is being adhered to throughout the activities. Ensure that the level of work given is also suitably challenging for the learners. A timer is your friend as a teacher. It helps manage the time and not allow activities to drag on. It also gives students a sense of pace required to complete the activities at hand. Use realistic timings to keep learning flowing. Over time, students become quicker at completing work to a high standard. Timers can be with background music for independent activities, colored backgrounds, or puzzles that unveil as the time goes. Music or tones can also be used at the end to alert that the time has ended for that activity. With timer, the possibilities are endless. It simply depends on what you as the teacher wants to achieve from using a timer. In every situation, there needs to be a tight balance between praise and sanctions. Ensure that you are seeing the good that others are doing and expressing your appreciation and showing value for their efforts, their patience, their commitment, their resilience and fortitude. Use that as the model to express to others what you are expecting and what you are noticing. Students sometimes feel that it's through doing unacceptable conduct that they will get noticed. It is every teacher's responsibility to change that thought pattern and narrative. Let students who are doing exactly as expected realize that they are noticed, valued, and appreciated. This gives other students a standard to strive for, and it's an incentive for students to continue making right choices. Of course, there will be those whose behavior needs addressing, and that you must. However, it needs to be in such a way that shows that the students doing the right will not be jeopardized by another's persistent poor choices. Being consistent is an essential part of managing the classroom. Ensure that what is expected and the way they are addressed is always fair and firm. Give students the opportunity to redress their behaviors and support them in making better choices. Give options that allows them the take-up time needed to arrive at their decisions. Provide the opportunity for them to stand and think about their choices, and then give them the chance to deal with being accountable, mindful, and seeing the need to decide to do things better and differently. Be consistent with praise and redirect students when they have strayed off course. Managing a classroom is never an easy endeavor, no matter how easy others think it seems when they see it being done properly. It is through utilizing various strategies, remaining in control of your own emotions, being relaxed on the inside, and understanding that persistence in the beginning will lead to consistency in the end. Be intentional in training yourself so that you can train your students.